Welcome back, people. So we've made many videos on the M365 Pro and the Pro 2 out riding the scooter, and I said also if I have any problems repairing or fixing or anything, and then I'll bring you guys back. So if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new for more videos on electric scooters and bikes and how and to fix things. And I'm going to show you my way of doing this on the M365 Pro. The back tire is flat. Just stabbed myself with a screwdriver. Yeah, not fun, not the most easiest thing to do, but we're going to show you my way of doing it. So today it is on the back wheel. I've noticed that disc brake has been changed because the other disc brake was bent. That one's not a very good one. It's very, very thin, and yeah, it's not the best. So eventually we are going to put another disc on there, but for today I'm going to show you how to replace the inner tube on a Xiaomi M365 Pro. Now, of course, this will work the same on the other M365 Pro 2 and obviously on the Mi 3 now, or the M365 Pro 3. It will all work the same way. So we're starting off with what mil Allen key is that? I'll check in a sec, I didn't even look. I'm guessing that's probably about a 2 or a 3 mil. So first off, we have to unscrew the part up where the reflectors were on. The reflectors are already off, which are here. So to pull the reflector off, get the screwdriver and push along behind it, and eventually they'll pop off. But just be careful not to stab yourself with the screwdriver because it hurts. Yeah, so that was a 2 mil. And then we're going to need a 5. I'm going to adjust these brakes as well on here. Might as well, as I'm here, I might as well just do it all. Okay, not a 5, maybe, hold on, let me just check the other side. No, okay, not a 5, I think it's a 4, and I don't think I have that one. That is a 3, okay, it's a 3. Well, that nut was kind of loose. Alright, let's get this unscrewed. So pretty straightforward, this one. Normally when I do make videos, they are normally for around about the 8 to 10 minute mark. But of course when I make these type of videos, I want to show them me doing it longer, just because I want to show you exactly how to do it. Let's get the Allen key to the other side now. Yep, that side was loose as well. If you want to support the channel a little bit more as well, we now have memberships. The link will be in the description below, just to mention that. Okay, well then out the tyre comes, very easy. I've got the scooter on charge at the minute because it does have a low battery. Let me see if I can try and put that stand back on there. There we go. Alright, so that's the easy part. So to do this, I've got some cable ties. Cable ties is definitely a kind of a must-have when you're doing these things. Now when you do the front tyre, the cable tie you'd put through where the valve goes. They're not the most easiest things to do, but a lot of patience, definitely a lot of sweat, and take your time, and eventually the reward will pay off. So I've got a spanner here as well. I've also got a adjustable spanner, just because I want to try and use as many different things as I can to try and keep this tire over. There we go. Okay, so I'm starting off using a flathead screwdriver and then pulling the tire over, and then putting a Phillips screwdriver in there to then hold it after. And then just slowly, I probably don't need to take the whole tyre off, to be honest, because it is only a tube. I don't know whether to or not. I probably will, just to show you guys how to put the actual tyre back on. Okay, so as you can see, the tyres come off that side now. That was pretty easy, and then the rest from there on is easy. You could probably pull it over with your fingers, but I'm just going to keep using the screwdriver. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to take off the other side, so I turn it round this way. Just pull the rim over a little bit. And then, like so, we'll put our Phillips screwdriver back in there, get our flathead again. Keep lifting slowly. Around this way as well. It's always the tube that gets stuck in, and that's the part that I did it on. Made it harder for myself. Okay, let's move the tyre around a little bit. There we go. So yeah, I don't do this as a qualified in any way. It's just I've always messed around with electric bikes and scooters and stuff, and there isn't anyone who repairs them, so I do them myself. Okay, so we take out the old tube. That's what's punctured. The tyre looks okay, looks in good condition. Doesn't look like, let me just feel around, see if there's anything in there. Okay, it doesn't feel like there's anything sharp, so that could be okay. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to line it. So I'll bring you guys back in a second. I'll show you what I mean by lining. Alright, so I'm back. So that's what I've got. There's an old bicycle inner tube. Any type of inner tube will do the job. I'm just going to cut straight through it, just like that. And then I want to make it the same length of this new inner tube. So I'm just going to go around it, and then I'm going to cut it off. Is what I'm doing, as I said, this is just something that I made up myself. I call it lining. It's just something that I use that hopefully tries and support it that little bit more. And as you can see, I've had slime in there in the past. So we tuck that inner tube into there like that, and then there we have it. Squeeze it, and then we just put that inside of that tyre, and as all that's going to do is, hopefully if any glass goes through, it will hit that tube before it hits the other tube. At least that's the plan of it. And then is what I do, I then get some electrical tape, and sorry how dirty my hands are, this is obviously a dirty job. I get some electrical tape and feel around on the rim, make sure there's nothing sharp there. Do that all the way around. Start off one side, then just go around and feel. That feels okay. So I'll just get a piece of this electrical tape. This seems like a little bit bizarre, but this is just, again, as I said, this is my way of doing it. This is just what I do to try and stop anything sharp trying to puncture through, or the inner tube getting caught on something inside the wheel somewhere. So that's that. And then we have our proper tube here, the one that's not punctured. So we'll unscrew that, put the valve through first, and then as you can see the inner tube sits on nice. And then we're going to put the tyre, we're going to put the tyre back, so we've got to make sure we put it back on the right way. So that's the right way, so that's the way we need it to be. In fact, actually, there's me saying about the putting the inner tube in place, not on the tyre, in the tyre. Just makes everything easier for yourself, and that's what you're trying to do. Okay. Don't forget to drop a like as well, and if you've got any comments on electric scooters or bikes at all, leave it in the comments section, and I will try and get back to you as quick as I possibly can. As I said, I'm not qualified in any way, but I've messed around with a lot of bikes and electric scooters for so long that yeah, now it comes natural. Now it's just easy because I've done it so much. Okay, so we need to set it on that way, so I'm going to put it in this way. Just want to make sure that I get the tyre on the right way, and of course let's pull out the valve a little bit so we can position that. There we go. Now this is the fun part. Now of course a little bit you can do by hand, but if you really pull on it, use a lot of strength. There we go, there's that one side on. Now the other side. Again, a lot of strength is needed. I've done these many times before, so that does help. But of course, if you've never done this before, maybe you might not be able to do it this way. Which means you'd use the cable ties to put round to hold the tyre in place. So I'm going to show you that. So we've got a pack of zip ties, cable ties, everyone calls them something different. And then is what we're going to do is pull the tyre to one side as much as we can. Then we're going to put a zip tie all the way through. This is what makes this one a lot easier, because you've got the holes there to put the cable ties through. That's why the front one's always going to be your hardest one to do. Pull that zip tie a little bit tighter there. And of course, when you're going in with a screwdriver, it's always a risky business, because there's a chance you could end up popping that new tube that you've just put on. So I'd probably recommend using proper tyre levers, but as I said, I don't have any, so I'm just using what I've got to hand, but just trying to be very careful in the process. Okay, so we're going to keep putting our zip ties on here. It definitely is easier doing this with somebody, but I like to do it alone because I like a challenge, and I like to do it alone because of then when I get angry halfway through, I can have a go at myself and nobody else. Alright, a couple more cable ties now. I'm going to go around, move this side on a little more, and then we're going to put another zip tie just here. And what's happening right now is these zip ties are holding in place the tyre to stop it coming more off, which is what I'm obviously going for. There we go. Alright, a little bit left. Most crucial part, obviously the valve. Be careful around there. Now I've got a bit more on. I'm going to use another zip tie. You can use as many of these as you like, so you could use more than me if you really wanted, or you could use less. But the zip ties are definitely the thing that's going to help you a lot. So the more you use, the easier you're making it on yourself. And of course, when doing this, you are going to get a few scratches on your rims, so do expect that. Again, if you was using the proper levers, maybe you might not get as many scratches, or maybe even no scratches. Okay, the last little bit, get in there. Screwdriver keeps slipping. There we go, that's what I wanted. There. And I forgot something to cut the cable ties, and I forgot the pump. So I'll bring you guys back again in a second. Alright, and I'm back. I actually did have something to cut the cable ties. I had the pair of scissors, didn't I? So let's cut off those. That's if these scissors are strong enough. They are just about. There we go. Of course, when you're cutting them, keep an eye on the tyre. Make sure you're not digging a hole into the tyre, because that's the last thing you would want. Okay, now that's done, let's get our pump. Now, a lot of people ask me, is it a good idea to put slime in your tyres? I've tried it so many times, and to be honest, I don't really see that it does any difference. If I get a puncher, I get a puncher. That's just the way it is. So I don't recommend it, but of course, it is your own choice. So we got it set on PSI. This is a Mi electric Xiaomi pump. We have it at 55 PSI. Normally I put around about 50 PSI in the tyres, but I'll tell you in a moment. Well, that was quick. So yeah, normally I put around 55 PSI in the tyres. That's just me, that's just what I like to run my tyres quite solid so I can get as much roll in as possible. We actually didn't do a too bad job. As I said, there's a few scratches, but nothing horrifically bad. So now we put the wheel back on, which is, again, now this is the easy parts. So let's get our wheel. We have to slide it in place at the end there. Oh, this is the angle is wrong. I'm trying to get the angle so that way you guys can see it. I think I might have to turn this scooter over. I don't want to, if I can help it. Maybe a bit of tape's in my way. I really cannot see anything. I'm going to have to turn it over or turn it more on its side. Let me turn more on the side. There we go. That makes things a little bit easier, hopefully. So when you're putting these wheels on, the bolt only goes in a certain way. So as you can see now, that bolt is in. And then all we do is we get these and our 3mm, then tighten it back up. Let's move that pump out of the way. We don't need that anymore. And of course the bolt in the other side as well. Then we're going to make sure it's nice and snug because last time it was quite loose. Want it quite tight, but not like mentally insanely tight. That's kind of what you're going for. So not too tight, not too loose. There we go. Right, now that's done, the Allen key can move off to one side. And then it's just a matter of putting these back on, which they're very easy, but just before we do, I know it's okay, but we're just going to spin the wheel. Yeah, the wheel's perfect. Always spin the wheel, of course, before you actually do any more, to make sure that the disc isn't caught in with the pads too tight. Normally when you take them off, they normally just go back on very easy. So yeah, this will work for the M365, the M365 Pro, and of course the Pro 2, and now the new one, M365 Pro 3 or Mi 3. It all works the same. We do lots of unboxing videos as well as electric bikes and scooters. We do unboxing videos, we do gaming, live stream with facecam and mic, random unboxing videos. Yeah, we do a lot of different stuff on the channel, and that is just trying to mix it up a little bit, trying to make it fun for everyone. So you could always check out some of the other stuff. I've also shown how to do the speed hack on these Xiaomi scooters for the Pro. It works the same as for the M365, but I made a video for the Pro and the Pro 2. They're two different types of firmware you have to put on there. So if you haven't got it, look through our playlist of e-bikes and electric scooters, or electric scooters and e-bikes, whatever it is. Look through our playlist, and on there you will see all the videos of how to do the speed hacks on these scooters. So if you're interested in making it go faster, you can. And the speed hacks are perfectly safe. I've been using them for the Pro. I've been using them for nearly 2 years now, and I've been using it on the Pro 2 for about a year, and again, no signs of any problems at all. They're perfect. So if you want a little bit more speed, check out one of those scooter hacks. And there it is, done. That was actually pretty quick, if I'm honest. Nice. Scooter is up and ready, tires nice and solid, ready to rock and roll. Any comments, leave in the comment section. Don't forget to drop a like, and keep an eye out for the next video. It could be on another different type of electric scooter, so keep an eye out for that. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. We'll catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I am out.